Hello, my beautiful people. You are welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? Compliment of the season. I love you all and God bless you all. So now today's class, I'll be showing you guys how to draft a corset. And I'll be showing you guys two methods, not just one method, it's two. So let's quickly get started. So the measurements required here, our shoulder measurement, bust measurement, and under bust, and also the distance from your shoulder to your bust point, under bust, and the full length of your dress. So let's quickly get draft it out. So the shoulder measurement is 8 inches is 16, and this class I won't be adding any same allowance. Yes, it's why transferring to fabric will do that. So 8 inches. The armhole depth is 9. So we have to quickly find our bust point is 10.5 inches. Under bust is 14 inches. I'm working exactly here. I'm not adding any same allowance. The length is 16 inches. So let's quickly connect it. Can you see? So here is our upper chest, or you call it chest line. Though we won't be needing this part, but just for a guide. So when we're done with this, the next thing to do is to place our bust span. That is the distance between one nipple to the other is 4 inches. If you have watched my previous videos, you will see that I always add an half inch, but in this case, we're not doing that. All the same allowance, we do that while transferring to your fabric. So we're placing 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. Then we connect. So what we have here is our bust span. This is our, here is our bust point. Or you call it your bust line. You see the same thing. Here is the under bust. You can write UB, under bust, waistline. And if you are extending to your hip, also do that. But before then, we have to quickly create our armhole curve. So we have to place our tape here. It's 8 inches, and you see, which is 4. It's actually it's 8.2, which is 4.1. Take our curve to connect it. Like as I said earlier, we won't be needing this. So we're done with that. So now we have to place our waist dart. The waist dart we'll be working with is just 2 inches. 1 inch for the side, two side piece. 1 inch, that is 2 inches. Do the same here. Sorry, 1 inch, 1 inch. If you are extending to your hip, do that also. For this length that I'm working with. So connect it. Sorry guys, my ink. So this is the waist dart. Waist dart. So this is the waist dart. So remember, as I said, this is our bust point. from the bust point, you will come down by 0.2 to quickly take our curve to connect it. You place it this way, your curve ruler, place it this way, connect it. Can you see? Flip it over. Sorry guys. Connect it. Can you see how pretty it's looking? So we're done with our waist here. That. So the next thing is to create our neck depth. Yes. The neck depth here is optional. If you want your boost to pop up, yes. Know what I mean? No, you want your boost to pop up, you don't want to cover it up, you will reduce the neck depth. For my I'll be working with 7 inches. Let's quickly find our bust radius. How do you find your bust radius? Is the distance between the bust point to the under bust. Yes. So place your tape this way to find your radius. Your radius is 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. Mark it round. 3.5 inches. I have to quickly change my marker. Sorry guys. So we're done connecting it, my beautiful people. You can see. So this is our bust radius. This is just for a guide. Yes, it's for a guide. So now I want to quickly place our neck depth. The neck depth, see, like what I said earlier, you can work with 7 inches. If you look at it here, the bust radius we have here is 7 inches. So you can make your neck depth 7 inches to blend. It's optional. 8 or 9. So let's quickly place it. So this is the neck line. Why this is the chest line, you call it upper chest line. Here is the bust line, under bust, and our waist line. So now that we're done with this, so we have to quickly extend our bust span. Yes. Take our straight ruler. Excuse me. Can you see? Yes. So we're done extending our bust span. Remember, we have placed the waist dart. We also have to place this dart to form our cup. For the center part, 1 inch, I always add an half inch towards the armhole so that after stitching, you have a straight line stitches. Yes, I always add half inch. After you have a straight line this way, your cup will sit straight from your upper chest. Yes, your neckline, sorry, to your length of your top, not this way round, a bit curvy. So I always add an half inch. Yeah. So look at, so I have to quickly take our curve ruler to connect. In doing that, also come up here by half inch, that is 0.5, and connect. Can you see what I'm doing? Connect it this way. Make sure it blends. Can you see how pretty it's looking? Flip it over. Connect it. Can you see? Can extend it here just for a guide. So this bust radius you see is just for a guide. Yes, both the upper part. So now we are done with this. So for the center piece, we go in by 0.5. Remember, is into fold. 0.5, by the time we open it up, we'll be having 1 inch in between our bows. Yes. So 1 inch. 5 here. On the midpoint, you place your tape. For the midpoint, you place your tape 0.5. From the bust point, you step upward by 1.5 inches. So now we quickly take our straight ruler to connect it. Can you see? Let me turn this way. Can you guys see it? We step up by 1.5 inches. From the midpoint, we step out by 0.5. You can work with 0.7, yes, but mine I'll be working with 0.5 because it's into folds. So by the time I open it up, in between my bows, I'll be having 1 inch. But I will ensure that I'll add same allowance while transferring to my fabric. So now that I am done with this, I will also do that for the side, armhole side, 1/2 inch, because bows is fuller towards the armhole side. So this 1/2 inch will step out, and we are doing this from the bust line. Don't forget that. Look at this bust line. So we'll quickly take our curve ruler to connect it from here down to the under bust. So let's quickly do that. So we'll place our curve ruler this way. Can you see? From the 1/2 inch, we'll step out from see. So can you see the bust radius? We'll step out from the bust radius just 1/2 inch, 0.5. Yes, but we did that on the bust line. So from this upper part, which is the chest line, you will take your straight line and connect it straight. At this point, it's not curving. Sorry, it's straight. Yes, it's not curving that area. Can you see how beautiful our cup is looking? We are not done yet. So this is our new armhole. Can you see it? Make sure it blends properly. Can you see? The lines are much. I hope you guys understand it. Can you see? Here is the neckline. I don't want my boots to open. So I work with my bust radius. But you want your boots to pop up. Like what? If you can remember very well, I said you can use more than 7. I use only this. Can you see? 9. So the more you extend it, but I want my boots to cover up. So I use the bust radius. And how did you find your bust radius? Is the distance between your bust point and under bust, trace it round. You can use your compass. It's just for a guide. So now we are done blending it. Can you see how pretty it's looking? So we have to quickly place our bust measurement. So the one I'm working with here is 10.5 inches. It's 42. I place it. Remember, it controls both the armhole For the dart area, because we'll be eliminating here. Yes, here will be going off, guys. Here will be going off. Yes. So whatever remove here, place your tape. What we have here is just um 0.7. Yes. I won't be adding any same allowance here. Do that while transferring to your fabric. The under bust is there 8.5 inches. The waist dart is 2 inches. The normal marker is just 2 inches that I use for the boat, which is this. So here is 9 inches waistline, which is this, plus the 2 inches dart, which is this. So we just quickly have to extend our lines. Then we take our straight ruler to connect. My marker, just to connect, to make sure you blend it properly. So for this area, this side of our cup, from the bust, connect it from this 0.5 inch we step in with. Make sure it blends properly. Ignore the bust radius, just concentrate on the cup. Can you see? So you blend it from this bustier line down to the under bust. We'll be eliminating here. Here is going off. Here is going off. Where that will form our cup. So now, before we cut it out, guys, you have to quickly label it. It's very important for easy sewing. I will use 1A, 1B. Can you see how pretty and easy it is? So I want us to quickly cut it out. So let me explain. Like if you want your boost to pop up, yes, you will reduce it. For instance, you're using 8 or 9 inches. What you do, blend it this way. You connect it just for you to reduce it. That is all. Connect it this way. By that time, by then you won't come up with 1.45 inches. You will just only come up by just 1 inch to make sure it blends properly. Or you can also do with this. It's optional. So I want to be cutting out my darts. First, let's cut out our waist darts. Come this way. Can you see? Sorry. For this part, the center part of our front piece, of our front part. See, this is the dart. So we'll come toward the armhole. So we are done cutting it out, guys. Like what I said earlier, label it so you won't run into problems while stitching. This is 1A, 1B. So I want to quickly open it up. So by the time you stitch here, can you see? Can you see? The cup form, you have it. So this is the side 2 piece, which is this. This center piece. So let me quickly take my straight ruler to support it. Can you see? Why this on this part? This part. Let me adjust my camera. So let me push it backward for a better view. Can you see? Like what I said, by the time we stitch here together and stitch here together, our cup is ready. Can you see it, guys? So this is just it. It's really simple. So for the second method, guys, I've done drafting it out. Yes, this is the upper chest, that's the chest line, the bust point, under bust, and the waistline. So your desired length. So this is the shoulder slope and the armhole depth. So we want to quickly place our bust point. The bust point is 4 inches. Because we are not adding any same allowance, here is 8. Actually, 2 fold is 4 inches. So what? Now take our straight ruler to connect it. So I'm done connecting it. The armhole depth, create your armhole line. This upper part is just for a guide. I'm not making use of that. So we're done connecting the bust radius. Is exactly what we did for the first method. Is your compass 3.5 inches. This is just for a guide, especially when you don't want your boost to be exposed. Doing the first method. So we are done. So we want to quickly place our waist there. That is still 1 inch both sides. That is 2 inches for the both sides. 1 inch this way, 1 inch this way, 1 inch here. Extend to your hip line. Mine is just the waistline I'm working with. So this is the waist dart. But the difference is this. For this second method, we won't be placing a upper chest dart, is the side dart. So we step down just an half inch, but it's a plus size person, you can do with 1 inch. Yes, from size of 58 to 60, make use of 1 inch, 1.5 inches. Yes, for this, so that we create more space for the boots to sit. Yes. So this is the neckline. This is the armhole depth, or you call it your chest line. This is the bust point, this is under bust, and this is our waistline. 5 inches. Place it. At that point, midpoint, place your tape. Step out by 0.5. The reason is this, remember it's in two fold. By the time you open it up, you have 1 inch, because our same allowance is not added here. So by the time we add our same allowance, then stitch it to our cup, which is our corset, then we have a 1 inch in between our two bows. So I will take my ruler, straight ruler, to connect it from the bust line upward by 0.5 inches. So I'm done with that. So now I want to quickly take my curve ruler to connect it from this bust point, from this bust line downwards to the under bust. Make sure it blends. So we're forming our cup now. Can you see how beautiful it's looking? For the same bust line, we will also step out by 0.5, because boost is fuller towards the armhole side. Yes. So remember, it also controls the armhole line, which, because we are creating our cup now, for this boost to have a space to sit. Can you see? So we'll quickly take our straight ruler. Here should be straight. Yes, straight. It's not curvy. So we are done with that. So from this point, remember I said this is my neck line. So I will quickly, you can actually do it freehand, blend it. Can you see? Blend it this way. Our cup is this form. Can you see? So our armhole curve is this. But while transferring to our fabric, we will ensure we have this, we have the same allowance. We place our dart. We are done with the waist dart, so we want to quickly place our side there. Dart. Remember, we'll be doing that from the bust point. This is our bust point. So for the bust point, we step out by 0.5 inch. 0.5 inch. For the bust line, in between the bust line, half inch this way, half inch, that is 1 inch. The same here, half inch here, half inch here. Then we'll connect it. Can you see? Make sure it blends properly. This area. So connect this also. Can you see? The second method, can see, is of 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. You can see inside that, within the cup. Yes, just within the cup area. The bows, because we're just creating a space for the bows to sit. So for the neckline, as I said earlier, is optional. But if you don't want your bows to be exposed, use your bust radius. How do you find your bust radius? The distance between your bust point, your under bust, trace it round. You can also use your compass. So this is it. So what we're eliminating here is going off. Here is going off. Make sure it blends properly. So before cutting it out, we have to label it. Yes. Yes. for easy sewing. So let's quickly, so let's our bust measurement. That is the bust circumference. My I'm working with is 10.5 inches. 10.5 inches. Remember, it controls both the armhole and the bust. The under bust 8 inches. Remember, we use 2 inches for the waist dart. Here is 8.5, sorry, and 2 inches here. Place it back and connect. Can you see? So let's quickly cut it out. But while transferring to your fabric, make sure you add your seam allowance. It's really simple, guys. Place it this way. And you see beside that, so how to place our hand on our paper. This is the waist that we're eliminating right now. So we want to cut out the cup. We won't cut it out completely. Yes, so that it will help us to secure it. So while cutting out the dart, it won't be. This is different. See? We flipped over this way. Where is it? Can you see? Your upper part. So now we can be bold enough to cut it out. We are safe now. Yes. See? It's really simple and beautiful. Yes, you can do it. It's really simple. Just follow the instructions there. Then you are good to go. Yes. Like what I said earlier, the neck depth is optional. Yes. So let me quickly secure it and show you guys one of the cups for the second method. My first one. Sorry. This is the first cup, the first method. The first method is just straight that. Let me adjust it so you guys can place it. Can you see? So this is the first method. The first method is just upper chest that will just place upper that's but the second method, look at what happened there. Inside that, in between the cup. Yes, not outside the cup. So it's just 1 inch here, 1 inch here that came about this. So this is A, B, C. So here is our armhole. Here is our bust line, under bust, and the waistline. So I will connect it. I do this so it matches. Yeah, it will be equal. So this is it. Sorry. Look at what I did, guys. I place it this way. Can you see this is armhole, this is the bust point, under bust, and the length of our dress. For the back part, if you are using lacing like loop, there is no need for you to add your zipper allowance. But if you are not doing that, add your zipper allowance 2 inches, and you can also work with 1.5 inches, 2 inches. I want to quickly place my bust pan. This bust pan is 4 inches because we are not adding anything same allowance here. It's only that replacement that we did here. 4 inches. So I connect it. Back is not busting. So the waist that we'll be using at the back side is just 1 inch for the both side. That is half inch here, half inch here. Connect it straight, connect it straight. So here is our waist that we'll be eliminating. So we have to quickly place our measurement. That's our bust circumference or round measurement is 10.5 inches. Just have it, that will be removing there, 0.2. Here is 8.5. The dart here is 0.7. There are 2 after half inch. Here is 9. Sorry, and 1 inch. That's replacement. That's making it 10 inches. So you connect. Can you see? Can you see? Because the back is not busty. It doesn't have much dart. Yeah, we don't have much dart at the back panel. But for the neck depth for the back panel is optional. You can decide to leave this way, or you can make it a bit slanty. Yes, this does this thing. Can make it a bit slanty. You can see. By coming down by 1 inch, you can even make it deeper than that, or it's your preference. But always make sure you extend it to your zipper allowance. Here is our zipper allowance. This is our zipper allowance. Extend it. And use, but make sure it matches at this area. And you see, or you can make it straight this way. So the back panel is really simple. If you are using lacing, there is no need for zipper allowance. Cut it out. And you see, guys. So let me remove this. So the neck depth for the back side, you can decide to make it curvy this way. And you see, this is the zipper area, but if you are making use of lacing, you don't need this. Can you see? So let's say that is the zipper area. This is our dart, waist dart. We just used 1 inch for the both sides. That's 0.5 for each piece. 0.5 for the panel. Can you see? By the time you join it like this, everything will sit properly. Remember, let me quickly open it up. Show you guys. It's curvy. Like what I said earlier, the back panel, the neckline is optional. You can even deepen it more. This is the zipper allowance I've sent in. Look at it. I've sent it in. But if you are using lacing, you won't be needing this. Cut it off. Yes. So this is what you should be exactly what you should be having at your back panel. So my beautiful people, our corset is ready. Can you see? So this is the first method. Just 2 parts, sorry. While the second method is 3 parts. And this is the back panel. Can you see how beautiful it's looking? It's really easy, guys. So if you find this video interesting, please subscribe to my channel. And also please click on the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you will get notified. I love you all. God bless you all. I remain Chi Living Signature. Bye for now.